If you're a talented football player, but you're looking to get a hell of a lot better and more explosive so that you can go play D1 ball and be king of the school, but right now what's holding you back from that is that you don't pass the eye test, you have a weak and fragile body, and honestly, first impression to college coaches is you don't pass the eye test, they don't believe that you can play at the D1 level. If you step foot onto a field right now with a D1 Power 4 football player, then he would literally manhandle you. So if that's you, you're already pretty talented, you're an all-conference, all-region, or even all-state type guy, but you don't have the nutrition in place to be able to take that next step and play at an elite level in college, then this video is for you. I'm going to break down exactly how you can put on muscle and gain weight right here in this video. If you're just starting out on your football journey, you haven't played a competitive snap of football on JV and varsity, you haven't really ran a sprint or tried to lift weights before, this really isn't going to be for you. This is probably going to go over your head. This is for the big dogs who are looking to get even bigger. My name's Will Straka, and after watching this video here on YouTube, you're probably going to feel enticed to scroll through the rest of my YouTube videos or even head over to my Instagram, where through all my content, I'm passing down the lessons that I've learned after going through the process in high school, earning scholarship offers, dropping my 40-yard dash, and then over the last 2 years, coaching over 600 football players, athletes, to help them drop the 40-yard dash and earn scholarship offers. And this content is all about teaching you the lessons that I've learned myself and also coaching those athletes so you can make less mistakes and ultimately achieve your dreams faster. I help football players run 4.4 40s and land scholarship offers. And if you stay till the end of the video, then I'm going to show you how some athletes take what I'm going to teach you here, implement some of it, and then actually get slower, and their 40 time takes a hit because of it, and that's the reason why they can't go play college football. So stay till the end. I'm going to show you how you can avoid that after watching this whole video. So welcome in. You're probably wondering what this graph is here behind me, right? It's pretty simple. Maybe it looks like something that you've learned in school, right, with like a Y and an X axis, but promise you this is not going to be that kind of bullshit homework that doesn't really matter for your life. This is going to be something you can take home, right, and implement today and tomorrow so that you can actually get closer to achieving your dreams of playing college football. And I don't need any sort of like complex 8-step process or like notes or anything like that, because all this stuff is up in my head right after going through the process myself, coaching over 600 athletes, and I'm going to share it with you right now really simply. So the purpose of this graph is to help you figure out where you are right now. All right, so in these 4 quadrants here is each different type of person. So in this upper left here, this would be fat loser, right? They have a lot of mass and size, no power and explosiveness. Over here, this would be a skinny loser, right? They have no mass and no size and no power and explosiveness, no good. Up here in the top right, this would be a big dog, right? A lot of mass, a lot of size, a lot of power, a lot of explosiveness too. And then down here, this would be a little dog, right? So the guys over here have a lot of power and explosiveness, which is important for football. And the guys up here have a lot of mass and size. The guys down here don't have a lot of mass and size. These are our small fries. These are our big linemen up here, right? So the purpose of this graph is to help you identify where you're at right now. So are you, more up here? Are you over here? Are you down here? Are you down here? Average is just right there in the middle. So for the purpose of this, I'm going to take you through kind of where I am right now. So I'm about 6'1", 210, 215, right? So let's say, that's a little bit bigger than normal, right? And I'd say I'm a pretty powerful and explosive athlete as well. So I'm going to go ahead and mark myself somewhere like right here. So if you can kind of mentally mark where you're at on this chart right now, you're probably thinking, okay, I got to figure it out where I'm at, but how does this actually help me out of figuring out where I want to go, right? So if you want to get bigger, then you need to come up this chart. If you want to get more powerful and explosive, which I hope all of you do, then you need to come right on this chart, right? If you want to get smaller and more explosive, right, then you'd be going in that direction there. Okay, perfect. So now we know where we're at on the mass and size and the power and explosiveness chart. Now we can add in these things to know what it is we have to do to actually achieve our goals, right? So let's say that I'm right here as about a 210-pound linebacker wanting to play in college. I probably want to get a little bit bigger before next season, and I obviously want to become more powerful and explosive. So simply put, right here is training volume, right? How much we're training per week. And that's going to look different based upon what I'm doing right now, right? If you're in high school, if you're in basketball, if you're in wrestling, whatever it might be, but you need to be training like an athlete, right, to actually get more powerful. So me wanting to put on some weight, putting on some size, and becoming more powerful, I need to project myself in this direction. I need to increase food and training volume, okay? Really simple. This thing right here, it's not super easy, but it is really simple, and that's how we teach it, and that's how we break it down. So a lot of you are gonna be like, oh my God, I didn't know I need to eat more food and train more in order to get bigger and stronger, right? So let's go through a couple different examples here now. I'm 160 pounds, but I'm an absolute freak. I'm clean in 315. I'm running a 4.640, but I'm about 160 pounds, right? So I'd say it's a very powerful and explosive athlete, and you want to get a little bit bigger for college, right? You don't necessarily have to increase your training volume, right? Obviously, keep training, keep doing those things. You don't want to go backwards by any means, but you have to eat fucking food, bro. You have to eat 4 to 5 meals every single day. So you don't have to really try to go that much farther in that direction. Obviously, keep training, but you just need to eat some fucking food, bro. That's the biggest lever that you can pull in your training journey if you are that kid I just mentioned as that example. Eat some fucking food. Okay, an example that's probably gonna fit for most of you guys. Now, I don't know anything about you, but most of you are just average and average, right? You're an average size and you're an average power and explosiveness kind of guy, right? You probably run somewhere between a 4.8 and a 4.9, probably squat a little over 3 plates somewhere in there, but that's where you've kind of been stuck for the last couple months, right? And you're probably somewhere, if you're a skill guy, 160 to 180 pounds. If you're a linebacker, 180 to 200, something like that, right? You're probably here in this area right in the middle. So what do you have to do to get bigger, add some meat to your bone so that college coaches can look at you and not think that you belong like on a soccer field or on a cross-country track, right? First thing, increase your calories and your protein intake, right? Increase your food. Second thing, start training like an athlete. You need to go up in this direction, up and right. So 2 major takeaways from this video. Whatever it is you're trying to do, if you're trying to get bigger and you're trying to get more powerful and explosive, then you need to eat 4 to 5 meals per day. Actually get some damn food into your body to fuel your body for your workouts, right? Because you're going to be burning these calories during your workouts. It's not about always volume, going in and cranking out a whole bunch of different stuff in one day, but doing the right things to become a more powerful and explosive athlete. From this simple video, you should have a better idea of what the hell you actually have to do to increase your odds of playing college football and getting that first offer. You probably don't know what to eat, where to get groceries, how to make the recipes, right? A whole bunch of these different things that come with the challenges of eating more food, right? And with your busy schedule, you got school, you got practices, maybe you got 7-on-7, maybe you got church, right? Your schedule's packed with stuff and you don't know how to fit more meals into your schedule. Well, lucky for you, I made another full breakdown video of me eating like an elite athlete, but on the budget and on the schedule of a high school football player. So go watch that video. I did that challenge for a week, so you can go ahead and just copy, steal my exact meal plan strategy from that video, try it out for a week, see how it goes for you. And the next thing is that you're probably worried by putting on weight and eating more food that your 40-yard dash and your agility are gonna suffer from it. And that's a major problem that most athletes have, but we've been able to find a pretty good solution with the athletes that I've been working with. And here's why exactly most athletes fail with that same problem, because right, this is easy. As you gain weight, you're naturally gonna become stronger, right, more powerful within your stuff. As you gain weight, your squat's probably gonna go up, your bench is probably gonna go up, right? And it's the exact opposite with speed training. As you gain weight, right, it would make sense that it's harder to move that weight quickly, right? You're carrying more load, which you need more force, right? You need more power to be able to move that weight at an elite speed. And if you don't have the right plan in place, then you're definitely going to get slower, right? It's complex because you're adding a third dimension to this graph, right? Right now you have mass and size, and you have power and explosiveness, but not speed. So you add speed, you're adding a third dimension to this graph, right? You can imagine kind of like a 3D box, right? There's 3 dimensions to this kind of thing. Bang, 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 bang. It's not just a simple, nice and easy picture of do this to do this. All right, there's multiple dimensions and a lot of different ways to attack it, and it's pretty complex. And honestly, most of you guys can't even do your math homework, but you think that you're gonna magically be able to gain weight and drop your 40-yard dash at the same time when it's something that you've never even done before or tried. So if you want a more detailed technical breakdown of how size and speed correlate and what's worked for my training strategies with over 600 athletes, I made a video breakdown about how you can actually get bigger without sacrificing your speed and agility. Part of this strategy is how my client Jonah went from unranked and no offers to top 3 in the state and multiple offers. So if that interests you, then go ahead, go watch that full breakdown video right here. I'll also link it in the description, or just go to my channel and find it. All this content is for talented football players to help them run 4.4s and play college football. Speed kills.